University education is about giving people the best possible opportunities in life, and that has to be regardless of race, gender, or social background. Given the diversity of our student body, it really is almost a moral issue of doing right by our students. The diversity of the student body, we think, is one of the greatest learning environments, one of the greatest benefits we have, and any student should have the best possible chance to get the best possible education. Addressing the attainment gap is a journey. It's important to recognize from the beginning that there are no quick fixes, and that persistence is one of the most important things that you need to do this. And then you have to address the issue from both top and bottom. We were the first university to set closing the attainment gap as a university KPI, so the board has signed up to that. So that's important as a message of what's important to the university, and also it means that the priority survives changes in leadership. We have created very precise data sets, so we know exactly how our students are performing in a number of key areas down to module level, so we can pinpoint where issues are, and particularly on this issue, where the problems are. We go out to the staff and to the students to talk about the attainment gap. It's a very scary topic for a lot of people, so you have to get over that. And then you have to make it one of the measures for learning and teaching quality. Once you've identified where the problems are, and once you've got the staff and the students on board that this is something which we need to address and where we need to do better, then you have to put some mechanisms in place to actually improve that. So one of the things is an inclusive curriculum framework, where we do try and make the curriculum recognizable to the diversity of our student body, where we a course dashboard where we explicitly say that closing the attainment gap is one of the key metrics for performance, and you have to make this a university-wide project. So it can't be a project which is just handled by a little group in a corner somewhere with EDI over the door. So we've set up steering groups which have membership from across the university so that the project is not ghettoized. We have made a lot of progress, and while there are ups and downs, over the last 5 years we have moved from an attainment gap of 29% to an attainment gap of 13%, and that is a tremendous improvement, setting the bar higher than the sector demands, but we think is doing right by our students, especially students from a BA/ME background. The commitment to the board is key to closing the attainment gap. It has to be an institutional priority. In order to set that KPI, we did run a number of workshops with the governors so that they are well up to speed on the issues around it, on why it's important, and they are truly behind this as a priority. We're really happy to be leading this project. We think that this is a very important issue for the sector. We really have to do right by the students in higher education, and that we are ahead in this area means that we can share best practice and help other universities get going on this and do better by their students as well. We don't have all the answers, and we're still finding our way. And so it's helpful to us too to see what other universities are doing, what they've tried, what's failed, what's worked, so that we're all part of a learning community. The key messages for other universities in trying to close the attainment gap are, one, to get the commitment of the board and of the senior leadership team behind the project. And that has to be genuine commitment, where it stands alongside the other priorities facing the university. The second is that the focus on the attainment gap has to be mainstreamed in the university. It can't be a little project that sits somewhere else. It has to involve the whole university in some of the ways that I've described. And the third thing is just to keep at it. I mean, persistence is really important. This is a very difficult gap to close. There's a lot of cultural and structural issues that need to be addressed. This is not easy, and you just have to keep going. We've been at it for about 6 years now, and we're just now managed to get close to where we need to be.